Ray the Dashing Womble here. Doing a different type of video this evening actually. Bloody hell, at 6:30. Shit. Anyway, excuse that. So I have no intention to dash today, and I didn't dash yesterday. Just thought I'd come on here and just try a different type of video. I'm actually off to see my wife. She's was rushed to hospital yesterday, and early yesterday morning, and she's got to be in there for at least Monday or Tuesday of next week. So I think it's an holiday weekend this weekend, so she'll be in there for that, no doubt. I can't remember if it's a holiday, but anyway, earlier on I was struggling to figure out what day of the week it was. Anyway, so yeah, this is, I thought I'd just give you just a ride along so you can just see the route that I normally take to go to Dashing. Go through the countryside a bit. This is the route that I normally take to the Dashing area. Generally don't like to dash in our own area. I just prefer it in Lee Summit. Maybe one day I might even move there, who knows? Well, we might move there, but depends if the wife lets me. But anyway, we've got really good neighbours, so I sure really want to move if we're going to lose them. But anyway, going back to the wife, she is actually doing a lot better now. She had a hard time breathing, and they couldn't do anything for her at the house, so they rushed her off to the hospital. And yeah, it was a very frantic and worrying time, but she's doing better, and it's all down to the blasted kidney disease, so it appears. That's what the docs at least think now. Maybe they'll change their mind, I don't know. But anyway, whatever medicine they gave her, medications yesterday, helped a heck of a lot and got her off of that ventilator thing, which I was thankful about, and she was too, because it was a lot better for her without that mask on, like comfort-wise, but it was helping her breathe. And she certainly needed something to help her breathe, because she was definitely struggling up. Over here on the left, I can't really see it there, and I'm driving at the minute, but we do have, oh, there they are. The cows are over in to the back of the field today. I've given them names. I see them every day. Oh, they've got the coats out today. Oops, everybody's looking at the animals. So yeah, like I said, trying a new way of doing the video in. Thought I'd do something along the way, test this way out. I'm watching the screen at the moment, and looks like it's vibrating a little bit, so I know the phone's not straight either, but I've got it in a very awkward position. I should have tried it on the other mount, but anyway, so I've got it on there, and I'm also trying the audio as well, so see how well that works. I'll just have a look, and hopefully it'll be enough to it'll be good enough for everybody to see. If not, there'll be a lot of music over it, and you'll understand why. Maybe. Well, maybe you won't, because you won't be able to hear me if I've got music over it. Possibly. maybe I'll sneak a few hours extra. I got thrown. I don't like the idea of this. I get thrown out of the hospital, especially yesterday. I mean, we've been there since early morning. I hadn't slept. My wife hadn't slept. Well, she may have had some naps in between. But I hadn't slept for 48 hours as of yesterday, and except for a couple of hours in the afternoon. It's a bump now. Hump going over the bridge. Anyway, so, and then walking from one end of the hospital to the other. I know I do door dashing, and but I have a problem with my knee, and for doing the lengthy walks, I have a problem doing those. So sometimes I have to use a cane. But I mean, I'm okay doing short trips on dashing and such. But although if it's up and down steps, I'm not going to be very happy about that. But that's why I try to avoid the flats or apartment buildings or whatever you call it. But yeah, so and after not having a lot of sleep and going from one end of the hospital to the other, the hospital don't look that long from the outside, but bloody hell is it. Although two nurses ran off with my wife, they transported her to ICU, and one was pushing the ventilator and one was pushing the bed, and they didn't half go. They went fast. They were bloody quick, those two. Anyhow, they shouted back and said, we'll come back for you if we lose you, but they told me the way to go. But unfortunately, the way to go, when I got to the end, got to a certain point of the building fault went two ways, and it's like, oh, crikey, which way do I go? Of course, I went the wrong bloody way. Anyway, 50% chance, and I went bloody wrong way. Typical. Didn't have my DoorDash app, I suppose. That would have bloody helped much. Anyway, yeah. So I'm on my way to see her now. I spoke to her a couple of times today. Seems like she's okay anyway, for the most part. Did answer the question early yesterday morning about how many paramedics and fire people we can get in the house. Apparently quite a few. Even with the pile of crap that I've got in the living room. Really must move that stock. Anyway, so I eventually made it home this morning. There was some mess left behind by the paramedics and such, but it was for a good cause, so it was fine. So I tidied that up, and that's that. Anyway, so me babbling on about my own stuff here. Okay, so we're now at the point, we're on Lee Summit Road now. This is the nice countrified end. It used to be a lot thinner than this road they widened. Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, possibly. Can't quite remember myself, but it used to be a lot thinner. But a lot narrower, whatever. But there's still a lot of country to see, a lot of green space. And soon when we get, and over to the left, not now, what we got over here, we've got some nice big houses over here, not so much these ones over here, but I suppose to right and left, but we've got some bloody great big driveways that look like roads. It's like going to Phil Collins' house or ripping, Phil Collins. Got a bloody great driveway. Anyway, the cows, blimey. go see, go chat to them. It's the funniest thing. Just go in there and babble or watch it. It don't matter. Just you'll feel a fool possibly, but anyway, just go talk to them. And or if you're a musician, go play some music to them. It's they'll come around. They gather around and come over to you and they listen to you. When I babble on to them, they just probably look at me and wonder what the heck's he on about, or does he expect us to talk back to him? If they did, I'd probably be in poopy pants. But anyway, didn't even know there was a driveway there. Right, so still on, actually Lee Summit Road has changed into Douglas now. We're on Douglas Road. The motorway that we just went across is 470, as you'll see from that sign up there. We got the Hampton Inn over to the left, and the big flipping building to the right that you saw just, well, then you'll see us drive into, is the hospital. Culver's up to the left side, some sort of bank that I've delivered to actually. They didn't give me a tip out of the vault though, unfortunately. There's some nice shots when I was there the other. Nice pictures, I like taking pictures. And did I do that? No, it don't matter, does it? Roads lead to the same part. May look like I'm going fast, but honestly I'm not going that fast. It's just a pinhole look with the camera. It always makes things look fast when you're going through it. Just like looking through the end of a, I don't know, put a paper towel centerpiece flipping up to your eyeball and walk around a little bit and you'll see how quick you're going. Holy Lord. Parking is a nightmare tonight. We'll go up there and then go down, I suppose. Sort of spot over there. Could go through the traffic. I'll go through the old spot. I thought I saw someone walking out the other day. Go park next to that Grand Cherokee, I suppose. It's a nice looking Grand Cherokee. Older one. Quite nice. It's got a sticker on it. Someone must have hit it. Everybody's got a bloody sticker on it. Oh! Change the reverse. Now parking the other way. I've got a lot of people got stickers on them. Stickers are about. Everybody's got room. Crack the window a little bit. Oh no, it don't bloody rain. Clear my van out. Anyway, for now, I'll switch the camera around, see if I can figure out how to do that. Apparently I can't. Don't know if I can switch the camera around. Can I? No, take pictures though. Anyhow, so I'll leave it at that for now. I've got to go in. I'll just review this on footage later and see how well it goes. I'll just see. Yeah, I want to try and do some more ride-alongs, but I need another camera for that because I use this one to actually view the orders, etc. And as most of you know, it's a bit hard to do the video in and look at your orders as well. I'm sure it can be done, but heck, I don't know. I guess I won't know till I try it. But I prefer to have a separate camera. That's why I got the let's get it out here actually. That's why I got this old mount as well. Once we've got to get the charger cable, because one of us gonna need it, and the charger as well. Can't figure out where I put the charger. I lost the boxy charger. The new charger, I don't know where the bloody hell it is. Anyway, so I've got to take the cable. At least if I just charge her phone tonight, that'll be fine. Forgive the bouncing thing. So yeah, that'll do it for me. This is the setup I've got on the dash, by the way. All a bit blurry for some reason. Maybe I've got my fingers. Oh, there you go. We've got some petrol for. I don't know if you lot have problems, but these blasted tyre pressure lights, flipping useless. But it may have gone wrong after had a couple of blowouts. So maybe I need a new sensor, or just rebuild the ones that I got. Yeah, so this is the setup I got. I'll turn it that way. Got the iPad thing on there too, and then got another mount down there that's just got the it's just the filters that car air fresheners at the moment, getting free from the car wash. They don't last long, so they're normally in up there, and I've got one up there and I've got a couple in there, which I really must clear those out, so I've got to move the van out anyway. So anyway, just a brief review. This is the let me just, my tablets that were rattling, by the way. The blasted thing came out the old. Okay, so this is the Joyview. Is it coming up? Okay, Joyview. So it's a wireless charger. It got some lights and whatever in the back here. Got a couple of little buttons here, and you've actually got on both sides. You are lit from that side, and it's a motorised opening and close. Blimey, everybody's turning up here now. And you can actually use it to, it's like I said, it's a wireless charger. People calling in. It's a wireless charger, but it does get warm. You don't really want to leave your phone on there too long. Definitely not while it's charging. Just trying to get the thing on there. It's currently off of charging on my phone at the moment. You can adjust this bottom part just up and down. Like for my, I've got an iPhone Pro Max, so it's a pretty big phone. So I use that as an on and off switch for the thing, for the charging. But once it gets warm, it's okay now because I didn't have it on charge, which maybe I should have done on reflection. But anyway, it just this part just turns it off for me, and it probably would, you could do the same one if you get one too. If you've got a smaller phone, my wife's got the iPhone 11, and that's a smaller phone, so as soon as she puts it on there, it charges anyway. But like I said, it does get warm, and you don't want it on there all the time. If it's a hot day out, you'll from where mine is mounted, it will just shut the windows. It'll cook the phone, and if you've not had the experience of having a phone get overheat, it basically just turns the phone off, and it just says it's just the phone's up. It gives you this big warning. So normally, if the occasions it has happened, I just take the phone off of there and just have it over the vent, and it cools down after a couple of minutes. Well, a couple of seconds, it gets pretty cool in here. But yeah, so that's it. It's the Joy View. I'll put a link to it at the bottom. I don't think it's on there. Yeah, there you go. But it does, it extends out pretty well. See? And then you can, so you can fit a fairly big phone. Like I said, I've got the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's the bigger one. If you're familiar with phones. Why is this going on? Anyway, so that's that. Alright, so I'll end the video now. Bloody hell, I've rattled on enough already. And just babble on about stuff nothing to do with dashing, I suppose. So alright, I'll catch up with everyone a bit later. I hope everyone has actually earned pretty well, or is earning pretty well on this Friday evening. And just be safe and have fun. If there's any stress, just go find a pet or something to be with, or just get out the car and go sit down at a Quick Trip or something and grab a drink, sit at one of the patio tables or something outside, and just calm down for a bit. Oh, what? Thing came. Got a thing. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Sorry I've babbled on and not really done anything for learning about anything about dashing, at least. So yeah. Alright, well, thanks again. Alright, cheers, bye, ta-da. Everyone, well, I just wanted to do a extra bit towards the video. Just stopped over at a Quick Trip here in Lee's Summit on Woodschapel Road here, and yeah, just heading home. Gonna go back through the route that I took earlier on the earlier video, and yeah, you can see what it's like, what the normal route is that I take home, and the one that coming back, of course. So let's get on the way, get out of here, and see what happens. So I hope everyone's had a good night. If you've been dashing or Ubering or grubbing, hope you've had a good night, made some money. Friday night, it seemed like it was busy. I got a couple of notifications from DoorDash saying that it was very busy in the Lee's Summit area. But of course they told me that they told me that a couple of days ago, sent me a message on that, and as soon as I logged on, which was a couple of seconds later, it was as grey as anything. And if the map, the Google map, the dash map was just grey. And as many of you drivers know, when the map is grey, nothing is happening. Or maybe they've got too many drivers on at that time, I don't know. But anyway, so maybe it was a crazy thing again. But normally Fridays can be on a busy day. I don't know, but anyway, I wasn't intending on dashing at all tonight. As I said in the previous daytime driving video, I actually went to visit my wife, although I was very late to go visit, as I tried to sleep most of the day because I hadn't slept whilst all this was going on. But she seems in good spirits tonight, and she'd had a couple of visitors during the day, or several visitors during the day, and we had a couple of people come from our British group, social group, came along, a couple of friends that come along to visit. And we had some fun chat. We only had a couple of hours really, because sure we could have gone on for quite a while longer. But yeah, sure we could have gone on for a while longer with the chaps, talking about everything and crazy things. Telling them about a couple of crazy things that happened when delivering with DoorDash. Saw many of the drivers watching, can relate. Just a few over the weekend, I think it was. I'd done a double order for a stack order for Grubhub, delivered to a place called Lake Tapawingo, and out there in Blue Springs. And the last house that I delivered to, I went to walk up the steps, and as I went to walk up the steps, a bloody great lizard come running down the steps. It startled me a little, to say the least. Visions of the squirrels came back. Squirrel. Oh, jeez. I don't think I've told that story on the videos yet, but I think I'm going to save that for one of the funny videos. I'm doing some want to do some videos of the funnier moments, I suppose, although probably they weren't so funny at the times, but blimey. The squirrel one, yes, there's several people that are still chuckling about that. In fact, I put a posting on, replied to someone's post on the local Kansas City Uber Eats drivers one that I posted a few days ago, and one of the other drivers on there, lady driver, she'd came back to me and said that she remembers the squirrel story and she's still laughing about it. Well, that's alright, that's what I'm here for, just to give people a laugh. We certainly all need a laugh some days, a lot of days. But certainly need a laugh on the job. I'll tell you, that bloody squirrel didn't give me a laugh at the time. If I'd been the other side, been watching it carry on, I would have been confused, but probably still laughing. But it's alright. So I came down this road last night. This is Little Blue. To the left of us is the old Truman Hospital, which they renamed, Truman Medical Centre, excuse me, which they renamed University, something or other, whatever. But anyhow, I know where it is. So came down here very slowly last night because I was very, very tired, and saw two deers just standing at the side of the road, and they must have just been amazed that I was going so slow. And then I saw a possum as well that were on the other side of the road that was in between them. It just seems so funny as they were stood at the side of the road, which I'm glad they did stay on the side of the road. But then I got to the other side of this road, we'll go past it, we'll be going that way anyway. But and then a cat ran out in front of me. There was plenty of room anyway, so I didn't run over the cat. Never run over a cat if I can help it. Never pleased with myself whenever I have done that. Or a dog. I had a dog run out in front of me once, which was straight out the front door of his house. I guess his owner or friend or someone had parked across the road, and he ran straight out into the road. Someone opened the front door of the house, he ran straight out, bolted straight across the road. I had no chance. People said, the owners said, you just had no chance with him. And I clipped him and knocked him to the ground, but he got straight back up, and he went back to his house, and anyhow I got out to go see if he was okay, and that. Oh, he was not happy with me. Even it was him, that was his fault anyway. But anyway, he was all growling and snarling at me. But I was glad that he was all right anyway. So it was fine. But I don't like running over animals. Don't like to hit innocent things. Some people I wouldn't mind running over. I wouldn't care if I've run over. Mostly politicians, but I'm sure we'd all flipping wouldn't mind a bit of that some days. Something to knock some bloody sense into some of them. Yeah, this is a nice dark route on the way. It looks pretty well lit up in the headlight. Now there's a good review. There's a good thing to think about. Right, if you've got an older vehicle, because most of you know that watch this, or maybe most of you, some of you may know. I've been in the car trade for many years. So if you've got anything about cars, whether it's mechanical issues or electrical issues, some of these newfangled computer things I don't get on well with, but you know, try and diagnose a problem or whatever before you help you on your way. Now I've got a 2012 Dodge Grand Caravan. I love this, I like this van a lot. It's very versatile, and that's a vehicle. I like versatile vehicles. I'm not really into all the too fast and furious shite anymore. I mean, it's fun to see for a little while, but it doesn't do us any good at the end of the day. It's just a waste of bloody money for the most part. But so versatility is what I'm after. So this van, it offers a lot of that for me, because I can do a lot of things with it. But looking at the lights, especially because I can see through the screen now, and it's very bright down the dark roads. Now, if some of you have got these older vehicles, and you're out in the country a bit more, you want to upgrade your lights. And it's not very hard at all, well, depending on what vehicle you got, but honestly, it is not a hard thing to do. Just take out the existing headlight bulbs, which would be the halogen or hopefully not the old incandescent lights, but anyway, that would be a real old one, but it should all fit. The mountings will be the same anyway. So yeah, just upgrade to the LED light bulbs. So you want a 12,000 kilowatt ones. What I'll do is I'll put a link to the ones that I actually got in mine, and they're very bright. A heck of a lot brighter than what they were with the halogen. Halogens used to be the brightest thing. That was the main go-to thing, but halogen bulbs use a lot of power, a heck of a lot of power. Even more power than the blasted things that were before it, maybe. But and they produce a heck of a lot of heat as well. Now, if you're looking at the LED bulbs, you're looking at a third of the power that's consumed using these, and you're getting a lot more light with them. I mean, you can see what's in front of me now. So those are the ones that you really need to go to. I don't know what vehicles you all have, of course, whoever's watching this. Some of you may already have the newer vehicles that have got the LED bulbs, in which case you don't really need to be listening to this me waffle on there now. I actually put LED bulbs in the fog lamps too, and yes, I do run with the fog lamps on, mainly for a couple of reasons. I do it gives me a bit more span on the road, especially when I'm coming around these dark streets at night, country lanes, etc. And the other is because I've got this GPS on the dash. I can't see all the clocks and such on the dash, all the warning lights. So if I flash my headlights, or if I've got them on full beam or high beam, whatever you want to call it, I don't see where the blue light is coming on. So if I've got the fog lights on, those will go off, and that warning light will go off, and that really reminds me that they're on. So there's a method to my madness. And they're not bright enough to worry about other drivers blinding them. If anything, they should be more worried about the headlights, that's for sure. But you know, you need some of this stuff. You need it. And I actually put the headlights, because I got the separate. I got the main beam is actually on. They light up separately. So I've got 4 LED bulbs up front, and that's a lot of actually 6, because I've got the ones in the fog lights. But so there's a lot of light that I can produce if need be. Which I'll tell you if you let's put them on there, so it's not so dark down here. But anyway, let's go. No one else about. So yeah, you can see there's a little bit of a difference. So yeah, so definitely get those. That's one. That'll be my review of the day, I suppose. So I'll put that on in a bit, and I'll put the links to all of that. But if you need help. If you've got a Dodge, remember, if you've got a Dodge, and I think some Fords as well, some vehicles, they need a ballast on them, because otherwise their electrical system makes these darn things flicker. Actually, the ones that I first got did flicker, and those are the ones that I swapped over and put into the main beam, because I don't use the main beam that often. And you don't notice the flicker too much. But once you know it's there, you know, you're always going to spot it. Also, if you can, put LED bulbs everywhere else too. If you're doing the indicators though, make sure that they've got a little suppressor in them, and that stops them flickering too quickly, because they use a lower power. The electrical system should be running at an ampage, and if it is below that, then it just sends the system crazy, and the indicators will just flicker very quickly. So that's it, that's me home. Get around to doing some work at home, out in the garden ish, but our neighbours help a lot, so that's good, because I can't manoeuvre myself around too much anymore. So yeah, LED bulbs, definitely get them. Here we go. Let's give a quick power test here on the garage door. So go down now. I've actually got day runners that'll be the fog lights actually. If I turn the fog lights off, see, there's I'm on side lights now, so I just got the on the orange lights. Then I go to headlights, yes. If I put the fog lights on too, there's some beam to it. And then if I go to main beam, definitely there. So yeah, so you definitely need that. I think I've got some before and after picture of when I did that, when I did the upgrade. And another thing to do is, if you haven't got it, I've got LED lights, brake and stop and tails in it, that were on the Dodge Grand Caravans anyway, and this year and upwards they came with it. But I didn't think to upgrade the reverse lights, or the backup lights, whatever you want to call them, to LED. So I don't know why they didn't do that. It seems bloody stupid. But so I whipped out the silly little incandescent bulbs and put LEDs in there that are very, very bright. I don't think there's a way that I can show you that at the minute, but I believe me, don't. Yeah, I can't do it. So here we go. There's a way to do it. Right, so there's the see if I can zoom in on that. So I got it on the backup camera, so as soon as I put in the backup camera, you'll just see how bright it is at the back there. Of course, you have no comparison as regards how much it was before, but it is very bright. I've covered the camera, I suppose. But yeah, so yeah, I'll put some links for the bulbs on there. There's several things that I want to review and give my opinion across, that I think that may help other drivers. The bulbs were certainly a good thing to get, and I think that's a good thing to review for drivers of older vehicles, or vehicles that need a bit more lighting on the front. And they're not all that expensive anymore. I mean, I think for the bulbs that I bought for this one, I mean, there's some ultra expensive ones that you can get. I don't see a reason why to spend so much more money. They come with a warranty anyway. I mean, it's probably going to be a limited warranty, but you know. But between, if you're just getting the headlight bulbs, they're about $20, $25, $30 to get. That's what it was for mine, at least, for a pair of them. And that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all, because I mean, you can spend that on a set of halogen ones too. I think that was, yeah, for one. And I've seen them for a heck of a lot more. I mean, ridiculous prices that they got on them for this. I mean, $70, $80, $90, whatever, for a set of LEDs. I mean, maybe they're supposedly made a bit better, I don't know. There was no way in hell I was paying that amount. I mean, to be fair, what I could do, and I do intend to do this actually, is to put one of those light bars on the front. You can easily put those on the front of the car without destroying or defacing the vehicle. I don't like to deface the vehicles, just in case I want to sell it on at some stage. And plus, I don't want the car to look bloody tacky anyway. But or like it should be off-road. But you know, I mean, I deliver out in some very dark and dismal areas, pretty much like where I'm sat at the moment. I forgot to put the light in the house, but yeah. So there's a couple of things maybe you think about, and maybe I'll do a winter review as well. You know, if it's coming up the winter time, or what we should be having on board in the vehicles. What I think we should be having on in the vehicles, because you never know when you're going to get stuck or where you're going to get sent to. if you're delivering in the Kansas City or outlying areas or suburbs or whatever you want to call it, or even further out. I don't know, for example, Harrisonville or out that way. I mean, it gets real dark in those country lanes, etc. Pleasant Hill and that, I deliver out there sometimes. Those country lanes, they're not well lit at all, or if anything. The only bit of light they see is when I go racing down it and I've got the full beams on. And then another thing, I mean, if you've got a decent set of lighting on the front of the car, whenever you drive up to some of these driveways at night, point the car towards the if for example that the customer you're delivering to hasn't had the foresight to put the porch light on, or the porch light isn't working, or they're just too darn drunk or ignorant to put the bloody porch light on so we can see the numbers, then point the car towards the bloody delivery point where you're going to be dropping off the food at the porch, etc., or front door if you don't have a porch, whatever it is where you're delivering, and that way you've got a nice beam of light on there. It's helped me many times that way. So yeah, that's it. I think I should end it, because at this moment in time it seems I've done 35 minutes possibly. Alright, only 25 nearly. Only. And you've still got the other video to put on there possibly. But yeah, I think that'll do it for now. I want to go inside, have me Hawaiian Brothers dinner that I bought, and go watch some telly. Go watch some British telly, I think. Something I can understand. And something that I don't have to watch a zillion and one ads in. It seems like watching the telly over here seems like the actual program that you try to watch, well, is an afterthought. And they've got plenty of ads in the blasted things, but the whatever you're watching has been cut, ripping and edited so many times so it can allow for the blasted ads to get in there. Alright, so thanks for watching. Sorry the screen went blank. I think I just covered it when I put it in the back in the cradle. And yeah, that'll do it. Hope you've all enjoyed this. Hope you're still awake. If not, I'm glad I helped put you to sleep. And hopefully you've all had a safe and stress-free night or day, and you made lots of money. And if you're a customer of DoorDash, etc., that are watching this, hope you've had some good service as well, and may have enjoyed the video too. I don't know. Alright, thanks for watching. Oh, don't forget, like, hit the thumbs up button at the end of this, and which is the like button, and subscribe, and feel free to comment if you've got any questions, anything rude, well, bugger off. And like I said, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask them, and feel free to share the video if you want, if you think it's worthy sharing. And I know some people like the accent, so yeah, I'm here to entertain, if not anything else. Alright, cheers for watching. Ta-da.